feel like the hardest part of medical school and the medical training itself is getting into the program. I was met with a lot of different difficulties throughout that process, specifically my MCAT score. So here's the first point. When it comes to test taking, when it comes to major exams that can dictate your life, focus on your weak areas. When I was studying for the MCAT, one of the things that I found myself doing was that I was, focusing on my strengths and not my weaknesses. And guess what these exams do? They expose you. Whether they expose you the most is, they expose your weaknesses. And to the point where one medical school said, if you scored 1 point higher on your certain section in the MCAT, we would have selected you. And I still remember that to this day, but nevertheless, I use that as motivation to pursue medical school in a different route. So how did I get into medical school? To be quite frank, I went to medical school overseas. I am a proud graduate of Ross University that was previously in Dominica and now it is in Barbados. Why couldn't you be in Barbados when I was in medical school? But I'm not hating at all. It was an amazing experience, not only with the education, but also meeting the love of my life, my wife, Dr. Tony. But here's the things that I realized that, had I taken time, had I done this, had I done that, maybe I would have gone to a U.S. medical school. First one, like I said, is focusing on your weak areas. The second one, the most important one probably is time. Yes, I didn't get in full cycle, first cycle. I could have taken time to maybe get a master's degree. Could have taken time to maybe do a post-bac. I could have taken time to just enjoy life a little bit more, but I was so strict on wanting to meet this so I can do this by age this and then do this by age this. I was on a time, but the best thing I could have done looking back was just taking time. And that same mindset actually went into with me getting into fellowship. I didn't get in on the first attempt. I didn't get in on the second attempt. I got in on my third attempt. I should have gotten in on my second attempt had I taken time to work on research, time to discover what my weaknesses are and focus on that and get better and not just have to reapply with the same application, because the third time I had the experience of the first two failures while working on research to improve myself. So number one is, I forgot what number one was. Focusing on your weak areas. Number two, taking time. And number three, the most important thing throughout this whole process would have been trying to focus on enjoying the process too, because it can be very stressful when you're trying to become a doctor. This is basically taking over the majority of your 20s, sometimes into your 30s if you want to do fellowships and subspecialties. Enjoying the process, and I did enjoy the process a lot, but I always feel like I could have enjoyed it more. I could have taken more time with friends and family. But I was so once again focused on wanting to achieve a certain task that I didn't see that opportunity. And now all I can do is look back and just wish I would have taken more time. My name is Dr. Isang, and if you found any benefit in this, you know what to do.